Hello guys, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. I've been a crafter for almost 30 years, yeah, that long. But if you want to learn how to decorate your home on a budget and have fun while at it, subscribe and also hit the thumbs up and stay tuned. I've been wanting to revamp or remake this windmill for a while, and I decided that this is the best time to get it done. Now, for prepping for this, we are gonna need dowels, as you can see here. We're gonna need a wood round, and we're gonna use this, and this is a wreath from, you can get it at Dollar Tree, and I removed the front or the inner and the outer rings. And also we're gonna use this party pans that you can find at Dollar Tree. I got them at a local dollar store. And what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna measure it and find the middle. They are 12 inches, so we need to find 6 inches. And I tried something here, but it didn't work. Then I decided to flip it over and find the center and just divide it in 8 pieces like we are making a pizza. You can use a pizza pan also for this, but what you need to do is just flip it over, divide it in 8, and then start cutting. Be careful because this is metal and you can get caught with it. Just be careful and cut all of them. Then you will cut the tip of that pie slice or pizza slice, and we're gonna remove that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it flat by using my rolling pin like that. We need it to get really flat, but we want to keep that border so it looks cuter. Now we're gonna repeat this with all of our pizza or slices and we're gonna cut the tip of all of them, and after that we're gonna get all of them flat like we did with the first one. We're gonna get our rolling pin and we're gonna roll it until we have all of that flat, and look at that. It's pretty easy. Just get it flat, get it ready. And this is part of the Oops, I Did It Again, and this is an awesome challenge hosted by my beautiful friends Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIY, and Chantel from Crafty Hints. And in the description box down below, you're gonna find the link to the playlist and also to all of these beautiful and talented ladies, so you can go and check them out. You're gonna love them. Now, we're gonna start painting. And for painting, we're gonna use this Waverly White chalk paint. We're gonna use this elephant chalk paint. And we're gonna also use this brush metals in silver. And we're gonna start just making over here a look like galvanized metal. And for that I'm gonna use this sponge, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut 4 pieces or 2 longer ones, and then I'm gonna divide them in 4 because we're gonna use 1 square for each color. After we cut them, we have them ready and we can start painting. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my elephant first, and I'm gonna take it and start just dabbing it to that slice like this, so we can get a little bit of that silver to show through the elephant color. Then we're gonna grab our white paint and we're gonna do the same, but then we're gonna start blending them together like this, so it looks galvanized kind of color. Then we're gonna take the silver and we're gonna do the same thing, blending them together, and as you can see, it looks beautiful, aged and galvanized. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna repeat the same steps with all of our slices or blades. Now they are blades. So we're gonna repeat the same steps. Now I'm gonna take orange or pumpkin from Waverly, and I'm gonna take burnt umber, and I'm gonna use those 2 colors to make rust on our blades. And for that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour a little bit here and a little bit of the burnt umber as well. And then I'm gonna start with the orange going all around. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of burnt umber on top of that. We're not gonna let it dry. We just want them to blend a little bit. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm just adding my orange and then going back with my burnt umber. And as you can see here, it creates a beautiful effect of rust, because rust has a little bit of orange, not a lot like in the first one that I made. Now I'm gonna continue doing this with all of my slices, and as you can see, I'm adding rust to the sides, and you will see that on some of them I blended those colors a little bit more and I added a little bit more because I just don't want all of them to look the same. So what I'm doing here is I'm repeating the same steps, adding more of that burnt umber and just blending them together, leaving a little bit of orange. Now, as you can see, this is the one that I made with a lot more rust on it. And as you can see, the technique is a little bit different because what I'm doing is I'm just going around with my sponge, just painting all over and adding more rust and blending it a little bit better. You will see it. And now we have our wreath or wreath form. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rust it using my orange and my burnt umber. I'm going to go all around it like this. And here you can see that it looks rusted. It is so, so beautiful. Now we're going to take our wood brown and I'm going to take this silver paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it completely. Then after I painted it, I'm going to let it dry and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the slices. I galvanized it. And after that, we're going to add our rust. And for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it completely. You will see. We're going to start with our orange going around just like this and adding a little bit of burnt umber on top. And as you can see, I'm going a little bit deeper on that brown thingy. So it looks a little bit more realistic because this one is wood, so it tends to dry some of that paint. And that's why we'll continue adding more and blending it more so it looks galvanized and rusted like the other ones. You made it to your preference. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would love for you to subscribe and become part of our YouTube family. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. Now for making our beautiful windmill, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these pieces of the wreath to attach my blades to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add hot glue, and as you can see, we're going to add a lot of that hot glue over there. Then we're going to press it together and glue it together like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue adding them like that all around our wreath form, adding a lot of hot glue, just gluing them and just pressing them to let them set. After we have finished with all of them, we're going to have a beautiful blade. And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over like this. And you can see that they are glued really nicely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my dowels. And as you can see, we haven't painted it, but we're going to paint them a little bit later. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure and go to the middle. And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them like this. And I'm going to cut 9 of those. So I'm going to cut all of those that I need. And we have them here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add lots of hot glue. And I'm going to start gluing the dowels like that. And we're going to add them so all of them meet in the middle. That's why we measure the center so we can just get them to meet in the middle. I'm gonna start gluing them like that, and I'm gonna glue all of them over here so we have our blade sticks. And now that we have them and we have our center, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start just painting them, and I'm gonna use the silver. I'm gonna galvanize them and I'm gonna add rust to them. And as you can see, I'm just getting everything together and making sure that it is set. And I'm going to start painting them silver so I can start after that painting the galvanized look on them. So I'm going to paint all of them. Then I'm going to bring back my elephant, and I'm going to bring back my white. And I'm going to start doing the galvanized look on all of them. After I finish with the galvanized look like that, I'm going to add the white just to make sure, and we're gonna blend so it looks beautiful. And then we're gonna bring in the rust. Let me finish with this. And now that we have it, we're gonna bring back the orange and the burnt umber, and we're gonna start rusting it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of orange, and then I'm gonna add more of that burnt umber, and I'm gonna mix them together so it looks rusty and beautiful. And here you can see how they look together. I'm going to continue doing this until I have all of my sticks rusted. When I finish with that,
I'm gonna add the center or the wood round that we have on the middle. But let me finish with this. We're gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna grab that wood round and we're gonna add lots of hot glue over here, and we're gonna glue it. You can use the glue that you prefer. I use hot glue for the sake of the video. And now we have everything together and done, and look at this. Now you have to see this because I'm so in love with it. You'll see why.
If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. That's the free way to help this girl out. And remember that in the description box down below, you're gonna find all the links to my social media so you can go and check me out over there.
This is a little reminder at how the old one looked. I wasn't too happy with it, but it was cute. Now, here you have the new one, and I'm so in love with this one. Just let me know in the comments below what you think and how I did with it. If you want to buy me some crafting supplies, you will find this link in the description box down below. You don't have to do that. You can support your favorite creator by watching, sharing, and liking their videos. But if you want to buy me crafting supplies, this link, you will find it in the description box down below, and you will get a shout out in my channel. And this is how it turned out. Here you can see it in all of its glory. It's looking so beautiful, but I want to know what you think. So in the comments below, let me know what you think of this new version. And remember that this is part of the Oops, I Did It Again. And in the description box down below, you're going to find the link to the playlist so you can go and check out what everyone else created. I know you're going to find lots of beautiful things over there. And also check out our hosts because I know you're going to love them.
And that's it for today. That's everything I have for you today. Remember to hit the thumbs up and share this video with a friend because that really helps to support my channel. Take care, my beautiful friends. Bye-bye.